The following is a special presentation exclusively on Time Warner Cable. Brought to you by Roadrunner High Speed Online, Golden Empire Transit, Crab Radio, and Fox Sports Radio.
We have a big family, and it's hard getting together sometimes. Now that Get runs on Sundays, we can meet for lunch and do some shopping.
Make life a little easier and ride Get any day of the week.
I love my job, but getting here and home used to be difficult. Now that Get runs later at night and on weekends, my life is a lot easier.
Make life a little easier and ride Get evenings and weekends.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
People everywhere are finding relief with Roadrunner High Speed Online. Let's find out why.
When I had dial-up, I was knocked off while I was shopping online. It steamed me. Meep, meep. That bad old putty tat was hogging the internet. Dwayne couldn't talk on the phone.
Jumpin' Juniper! You mean you can be on the phone and the internet at once?
Meep, meep.
No more busy signals. Less earthly confusion.
Don't wait to hear more. Call 323-4TWC today to get free installation. Roadrunner High Speed Online. Let's go.
Fox NFL Sunday, this is our first day.
We are saying thank you to one of the greatest hockey players ever to play the game. For the third time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
Time Warner Cable. Roadrunner High Speed Online. Golden Empire Transit. Crab Radio. And Fox Sports AM 800. Present the High School Football Game of the Week.
From Griffith Field on the campus of Bakersfield High School, welcome to Prep Football on CNSI. Time Warner Cable, Channel 41, Digital 106. Tonight, the unbeaten BHS Drillers seated number 1 in the Central Section, take on 1-5 Foothill, Brian.
Yeah, tonight you really have a classic battle of David and Goliath. And for David to come out tonight, they're going to have to make the game an ugly game. What I mean by ugly is get turnovers and make it a sloppy game. If they can get that kind of game, they might have a chance to stay in it.
We saw Foothill a couple of weeks ago and lost to Stockdale. And the surprise of the week is the fact that Highland beat Stockdale on Thursday.
Yeah, Highland got off and made a big upset, really, against Stockdale, who was rolling along pretty good. And so now who knows what's going to happen to that team. Thomas
Downs was one of the top running backs in the area. Blake Mack, the number 1 receiver. But the key, I think, to BHS all season is their defense.
Yeah, is defense. And defense is something I said before that is overlooked when you talk about the Driller powerful football teams. He's had a good defense since '88, and he continues to play good defense, and that's really what keeps them alive and lets them every year have a chance to go to that title game.
Virtual is a fullback and linebacker. He's really key for the Drillers, but what must Foothill do to stay close in this game?
Again, I say Foothill has to make it an ugly game. They have to get turnovers. They have to try to blitz and hopefully get some big plays. If they can get big plays, then they have a chance to stay in the game.
It's Foothill BHS tonight on CNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week on Time Warner Cable.
Hello, sir. I'm from Acme Satellite Dishes.
No thanks, Doc. I got Time Warner Cable.
Don't you wish for a dish?
Nope. Got great channels with cable.
But a dish is a beautiful thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's easy to install.
Uh-huh.
And you can get channels from all over Earth.
Do you charge more for local news and weather?
Who needs that?
I thought I saw a forecast for rain.
Call Time Warner today for special savings on digital cable. Call now.
Players ever to play the game. For the third time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television. Now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
My friends and I ride Get all the time. We don't like to hassle our parents, and we definitely don't want to stay home. Get takes us where we want to go.
Get where you want to go with a Flash Pass, only $25 a month.
We ride Get to keep up with our busy lives. We run all our errands in the same day and save money with the Day Pass. Get even runs late at night and on weekends.
Ride all day for only $1.75 and save money with Get's Day Pass.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
We are at Bakersfield High School as the Drillers take on the Foothill Trojans in the Southeast Assembly League encounter. BHS with a perfect mark this year is 6-0 and Foothill's 1-5. The Drillers ranked number 1 in the Central section, and Foothill struggling through a very tough year.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, BHS is one of those games for them. They don't want to overlook this opponent to next week. You have to take each opponent seriously. And for the Foothill Trojans, you just want to come out and play like you've been playing all year. Even though they've had a dismal year as far as their record's concerned, we saw the Stockdale game. These kids never gave up fighting for Coach Permitter.
And Foothill kind of line drives open on kickoff, hoping to catch BHS napping. The ball's down at the BHS 39-yard line. We saw the Drillers against Centennial earlier this year. That was a win by BHS 12-10, and a defensive struggle, actually.
Yeah, it was, and I know people expected probably more offense, but that was a game where both defenses were just dominating. You had the front line of Centennial, and then you had the secondary play by Shirley that really won the game for the Drillers.
Thomas Stansel, the single running back for BHS, has rushed for 775 yards this year and 5 touchdowns. Dover is a quarterback. Stansel the ball carrier. Nice cutback move to the 40. To about the 43, driven back by number 32 for Foothill. That is Pirati, linebacker for the Trojans. Dallas Plater, the assistant coach for Foothill, told me prior to the game that in most of their contests, Foothill's played very well in the first half, and then they're just worn down the final 2 quarters.
Well, we saw that. It was evident in the Stockdale game. They were competitive in that game till the second half.
Trojans on D. BHS in the spread offense at their own 43. Dover looking left. Sets up, passes blocked, knocked down. Number 66, Keith Salcido. He is 6'3".
And right now, we're seeing a different wrinkle to the BHS offense. We're seeing the spread offense, 4-receiver offense, and they're going to put them out there, and you're going to have to make a decision either to guard the pass or to guard the run. But right there, Foothill got good pressure, knocked down the pass play, and that's the kind of defense they're going to have to play. They're going to have to gamble and take some chances and hope that they can make some plays.
Black Macchia is wide for BHS number 2. Sherlin in a slot right. Shotgun formation for Dover. A third down. Another shotgun to Thomas Stansel. Out the first down, midfield 50, 45. Look at the speed, 40-yard line, down the sidelines. Hayward go the distance. Touchdown, BHS.
And right there, that's Thomas Stansel right there, just using the speed to run the outside. But that's one of the reasons why Coach Oliver, the offensive coordinator, wanted to go to spread offense. And basically what he's doing is the same thing you see the Florida school, the University of Florida does, is you spread it out, you look for a run. If a run's there, you call it. If not, you pass the ball. But it's great to have a weapon like Stansel at your disposal.
He exploded when he got to the outside. 57-yard run by Thomas Stansel. He had a big game last week. 6 touchdowns on the year for him. But his average is around, better than 10 yards a carry now. PAT by Barthelmus up. It is good. 7-0 Drillers. Fireworks very early at Griffith Field.
And here it is right here. He's going to give the ball to Stansel right there. He's just going to go off to the left. He just ends up taking it around the corner right there and blows down the sideline.
As I say, he flat out can run.
Yeah, they really have two players that have outstanding speed. You know, you're talking about these are track guys that play football, so anytime they get the ball in the open field, I don't look for anybody to catch either one of them. That's Mackey and Stansel.
Very quickly in the game, BHS leads 7-0 over Foothill. The Drillers will be kicking off. Homecoming crowd at Griffith Field. Big contingent of BHS faithful on the far side. They barely got warmed up in their seats. Just like that. Stansel goes the distance for the score. BHS last week kind of got their offense in gear against Ridgeview.
Yeah, and they've been struggling a little bit with scoring some points, but they've also played some teams who were able to take away some things, and they've been forced to try to find some other opportunities. And I think that's one of the reasons why they went to the spread offense is to try to put their weapons in the best possible situation to give them an advantage.
Kickoff underway, line drive. Comes to number 22 for Foothill. I believe his knee hit the ground inside the 10-yard line. So Foothill starting off in bad field position here in the first quarter, down 7-0 to BHS. That'd be Miguel Peralta.
Yeah,
good call by the official.
Yeah, he did. He caught him on the ground with his knee, trying to field the ball. And that's a lot of field now for the Trojans to work with.
It works in pro football, but not in high school.
Well, I can tell you, even if you're in pro football, you don't want to go 82 yards. Or 92 yards.
Jesse Rodriguez wide right for Foothill. Dan Engel, a sophomore quarterback. Off to number 30, Anthony Hernandez, hit hard after getting of about a yard off the right side, possibly. Number 3, Daniel Varvel. We were impressed with his play against Centennial.
Centennial, he really comes up from that safety position, and he's looking to hit somebody, and a lot of times he makes good contact with the player. And you can see him right there going down.
Daniel, 6'3", 155 pounds. He's only a junior, so he looks to get bigger for next year for BHS. Got a little more bulk to his body. But he was all over the field against the Golden Hawks. 2nd and 8 for Foothill. Deep in their own territory. Peralta on the rollout. Angle of pass complete. Anthony Hernandez out of the backfield to about the 17-yard line. Hernandez is a big man. He's gained over 400 yards rushing and receiving for Foothill this year.
Yeah, and he catches the ball well out of the backfield, and that's what you want to do. You have the drillers a man-to-man. They're going to try to apply some pressure. You want to isolate your back on a linebacker right there. So we'll see him come out of the backfield on a little arrow route and comes up close to the first down.
Well, if you're Foothill, he's the guy you have to get the ball to. He's also one of the top defensive players, number 30, 3-year player for Foothill, and Ned Permenter. Justin Prada, the single running back behind Engel. 3rd and 1. Engel rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure. Looks downfield, sets up, fires at his hit as he throws it. Complete to Anthony Hernandez to the 30. He will go all the way. AH, touchdown, Trojans.
And Anthony Hernandez is just right there, even the score up. He got behind his man and a nice throw on the rollout. And that's just a great play by the quarterback and Hernandez.
That's an 83-yard pass play. Great throw by Engel under pressure to Hernandez. Nice catch. And he has speed.
Oh, yeah, he caught the ball, composed himself, and then he ran away from the player.
We talked about him against Stockdale. He's a gamer. Hernandez, regardless if they may be down by 30, 40 points, he's going to play hard.
Well, and that's a characteristic of all of Ned Permitter's teams. I mean, they play hard, whether they're down, like you said, 30 or 40, or they're in the game.
PAT is up and it's good. Michael Valdivinos, we have a tie ball game. Fireworks galore in the first quarter. I love it.
Well, right here you see Engel. He bought himself some time rolling up. He does a good job of setting up. That was a nice ball over the top. Hernandez makes a good catch. And the coverage is right there. He just made a good play. And right there he's off to the races.
Well, Foothill airing it out. Engel has been very impressive in about 4 games as quarterback for the Trojans.
Well, we saw Engel make a few plays in the Stockdale game too as well. The one thing that you know when you play the driller is that Harnett is an aggressive coach in terms of bringing pressure, and there's going to be some opportunities for you to get some man-to-man coverage, and if you can exploit it, you're going to have a chance.
9-10 to play in the first quarter, 7-7 ball game. BHS strikes with a run, Foothill strikes with a pass. Both teams utilizing two of the best threats, too.
Well, that's just a good coaching job right there. You always want to try to get the ball to your best players early in the game. You want to get them off, get their confidence rolling, so they'll produce later in the game.
Think about the fact that Engel is a sophomore quarterback at Foothill, and Highland High has a sophomore quarterback who played very well against Stockdale on Thursday.
And then there's also the sophomore quarterback at East High. His name slips my mind right now, but there's a lot of good young quarterbacks that are playing in the section this year.
Line drive kickoff. They try to keep the ball away from Blake Mackey. BHS laterals it back to Mackey at the 25-yard line to the 35-40. High steps down to the 45. Lateral pass from Michael Cooper after the kickoff.
And Coach Permitter and his staff, they're trying to keep the ball away from Mackey. And Harnett and his staff, they want to get the ball to Mackey, so they found a way that time to get it to him by lateraling back, and Mackey got the ball to the 45-yard line.
Mackey this year, 23 receptions coming in for 389 yards and 4 touchdowns. Dover, the quarterback, has thrown for 679 yards. He's in a shotgun stance, so slot right for BHS. The drills might have moved too early.
Yeah, the receivers on the right side jumped a little early, so they'll have to move it back 5 yards.
Well, they're anxious. That'll be Shirley. Number 32 looking to run a streak for the Drillers. That will cost them 5. 7-7 ball game, 8-5-8 to play in the first quarter.
And Shirley's another weapon on offense. We didn't see him play too much against Centennial, but we know that he's a great high school player. And he's a player that if you can get him the ball, he can also do damage for you.
It was our spooks for the week, that particular game. And a lot of nice plays on defense for the Drillers. Mackey wide right. 3 receivers to that side. Dover rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure. Throws it. Incomplete. Over the number 23 for Foothill, Joel Mena.
And he read it perfectly. He's sitting in the zone. He covers the area, and he barely missed interception. And those are the kind of plays I was talking about earlier that Foothill is going to need to make.
Well, Dover has some pressure on him and unloaded the ball. Not necessarily quickly, but it was a dangerous pass, as you said.
Well, Foothill's giving them a man look, and right there they jumped out into a zone. So they're going to have to disguise their coverage like they did right there. And hopefully, if you're a Foothill Trojan, you want to make some plays or at least make the Drillers punt the ball.
Shirley Mack on this side. Varvel also playing offense tonight. Line up slot left for BHS. Shirley in motion. Dover fakes a pitch, sets up, head from behind, fumbles the ball. Foothill has it. They stripped him of the ball at the 35-yard line. Number 32 doing the trick for the Trojans, I believe, Justin Parati.
And we talked about him. He's a big-time player for the Trojans. And the Trojans right now are doing exactly what you want to do when you're the underdog like this. You want to come in, you want to take it to the team, and they're doing that right there. They're trying to you'll see them step back. They fake a pitch in the backfield, sets up, and right there he just comes in and rips it out and takes it from him for a turnover.
BHS looking to pass, and Foothill becoming very aggressive on defense this evening.
Yeah, and right there, it was just a pitch, trying to fake the pitch, almost like your play-action play. And he was looking to go for Mackey crossing the post, but it was good coverage downfield.
Eagle setting up. Here comes the pressure. Long down the left sideline to Hernandez. Incomplete. Almost had it. Coverage by Shirley. That was a close play.
Yeah, and both players had a chance to catch that. It looked like Shirley had it for a second, and like Hernandez had a chance.
Talk about Foothill being aggressive defensively. They're going for broke offensively, too.
Well, and I think that's what you have to do. I think you have to come out, and you can't be timid and lay back and just wait for the Drillers to take it to you.
At Foothill began this drive at the BHS 35-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. 8:39 to play in the first quarter. 7-7 ball game. A lot of passing early. Valdovinos wide left for Foothill. They fake the reverse. Engel keeps it to the outside, hit down. At the 35, nice pressure defensively by BHS.
Yeah, and Ingle did a good job right there just avoiding the sack and then picking up some positive yardage for the Trojans. You see right there, Coach Harnetti's calling his defense.
Ingle is 6'2", 180 pounds, the quarterback for Foothill. Very good size for a sophomore. Alec has grown by leaps and bounds game after game. Who will be the Roadrunner High Speed Online Speedster of the Week tonight?
I don't know. We have 2 early candidates already.
Playing left is Anthony Hernandez. Angle to throw. Flush out of the pocket to his left. Fires it downfield. It is. Is that a great catch? Great catch out of the BHS 6. Jesse Rodriguez
And
took it away from the DB.
And we saw Jesse Rodriguez against Stockdale make some great plays in that game. What I like about Jesse as a receiver is he's aggressive. He goes after the ball. We saw it last week, and that's your first play tonight to see it. The ball's up. It's a jump ball. A lot of receivers just wait, and we'll see it come up. A lot of receivers just wait for the ball to come down, and we'll see the end of it. He just takes it away, and Shirley's right there, but he just snatches it away, pulls it up, and 1st and goal.
Angle had to unload it. Now, as you said, great catch by Rodriguez. Took it away from Shirley. So Foothill continues their aggressive assault. 1st and goal for the Trojans. Inside handoff, number 32, bearing his way inside the 5. It's their fullback, Justin Parati. The Trojans knocking on the door.
You know, and those kind of plays right there, it just gives your team confidence right there. You know, it just builds their confidence, and they start believing that they can beat a team.
I call 2nd and goal from the 3 for Foothill. 7-7 ball game. The Trojans trying to spoil BHS's homecoming party and their number 1 ranking, but it's early. Parati, Hernandez in the backfield. Ingle pitch back Hernandez. Like cut inside to the goal line. They haven't called it yet. Just shy. It'll be 3rd and goal for Foothill.
You know, now it's just a nice little toss play with Ingle turning up and acting as another lead blocker. Have 2 lead blockers. That was a great call right there. And they're knocking on the door now.
3rd and goal from inside the 1 for Foothill.
Yeah, and when you see how close it is, this is the type of player right there where I like to see the quarterback, especially if you have a big quarterback, just take a quick snap and put it and punch it in.
Let's see what Ingle can do. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Foothill Trojans. Watch out.
And right on cue, Ingle just goes in there and pushes in. You know, when you have a quarterback that size, he's going to be a hard player to push back. And you can just pop it in there, and the Trojans take the lead, and 13-7, looking to get an extra point.
Well, obviously, Foothill very pumped up tonight. They have executed very well here in the 1st quarter. 13-7 Trojans, and arguably the best start to a game this year.
Yeah, and you know, you're talking about an opponent that really is a top-notch team in the section, actually. So you can't ask for a better start if you're Ned Permitter and his staff.
Valdovinos will file a PAT for Foothill. It's blocked by BHS. The score remains 13-7. Ryan Ruiz blocked that PAT.
Here's the quarterback sneak. Ingle does a good job, but he didn't stand up. He got down, he pushed in, picked up the touchdown.
Up front for Foothill, number 50, the right tackle Zeke Martinez. Left guard Angelo Rodriguez, number 63. Number 73, the center Cameron Boyce. Number 78, the left tackle Billy Klinger. And the tight end, number 88, Mark Schaefer. They've done a good job up front for the Trojans of Ned Permitter.
And right there, Dover by talking over this lineman about what they're trying to do, protecting him, giving him a little protection so he can get rid of the ball.
Surprise. Surprise, surprise.
You You know, this is why they play the game. You know, on paper, a lot of things happen. This is why you have to play it out. Because you never know what can happen on any night that football's being played or any sport's being played.
Well, BHS now has to answer the call against Foothill. Down 13-7 on their home field. The Drillers this year had only given up 30 points coming to the game. Total, 30 points. Their D. Farvell returns it across the 40 to about the 45-yard line. So Foothill keeping the ball away from Blake Mackey. But BHS is very good field position.
Yeah, but you have to do something with the field position. Anytime you get it, if you don't take advantage of it, then it's going to work in the favor of the team kicking the ball to keep doing it. I mean, I'd rather have the 45 than to give up a touchdown to Mackey.
Obviously, Foothill's come up with a great game plan tonight. They've executed extremely well. But a thoroughly 5:45 to play in the first. But they were ahead 13-7. Shirley, Mackey wide right for BHS. Virtue back there with Stansel. Go back to the power formation. Stansel midfield 50, breaks the tackle. To the 45, 40 down the sidelines. Flips the tackle to the 30. Finally hit out of bounds. Give the ball to Thomas Stansel. But a flag is down.
2 flags are down, so they might have a pick on what they want to call in this one.
That was about a 35-yard pickup by Thomas Stansel. They probably will bring it back. Foothill's clapping. That's against the Drillers.
I mean, if you couldn't have scripted it better if you're a Foothill Trojan. The Drillers come back, they have a big play, a penalty takes it back. Your defense has got a turnover, you're up 13-7. I mean, so far, this is one of those games so far that you dream about the night before.
And the Drillers back to their own 47-yard line. They're late in the first quarter. Cooper wide left for BHS. Mackey wide right. Farvell slot left. Thomas Stansel. Stacked up. After a gain of about a yard. Trojans number 52.
Oh, we got another flag right here.
Honorio Bravo will attack for Foothill. Defensively, free safety number 1, Robert Carlone. The strong safety, Jesse Rodriguez, is number 2. Also linebacker number 22, Miguel Peralta. Cornerback, Anthony Hernandez, number 30. Inside linebacker number 32, Justin Parati. The cornerback on the other side, Joseph Espinoza, 34, playing tonight. Larry Reynolds, number 40, outside linebacker. Defensive tackle Lawrence Gomez, 51. ILB, Miguel Rinso, 54. Down lineman Richard Dixon, 75. And Adriano Vasquez, number 79 for the Trojans.
Well, we just had 2 offsetting penalties. Unless they just made a mistake in calling it, but I know they call it a dead ball penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct. They pointed one at Foothill, then they pointed one at the Driller, so.
Right guard for BHS is number 55, Jared Smith. Actually, Steven Rodriguez is the right guard, number 57. Smith, the center, number 55. Right tackle, Greg Green, number 65. Left tackle is Lorenzo Vallavino, 72. And left guard, Nicholas Combos, number 74. Well, we have a first down situation here for BHS at their own 47-yard line. They are showing a 1st and 8 for BHS. 13-7 Trojans over the Drillers as we're talking to Foothill head coach Ned Permenter. Permenter is pumped. He is juiced. Calling his team together. Now Foothill wants to call a timeout. A little bit of confusion here late in the first quarter. 5:08 to play. 13-7 game in favor of Foothill.
You know, Foothill just keep coming out. You know, just being aggressive and make some plays. And you know, the longer you can stay in the game, the better off you are if you're the Trojans. If you're the Drillers, this is a game, you know, where you want to get off early. But you haven't been able to do that so far. But like you said, still 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Well, we talked about number 5, Thomas Stantz, running back for BHS. Number 2, Blake Mackey, their outstanding wide receiver. They have to get the ball to him. Rashawn Virtue, a fullback, number 6, also plays linebacker on defense. He's headed to Fresno State. He'll play for the Bulldogs. Michael Cooper, number 10, the wide receiver, played very well against Centennial early this year. Josh Shirley also playing some wide receiver, number 32. Matthew Chambers, number 40, the tight end. We'll talk about some of the linemen, like Jared Smith, Steven Rodriguez, Greg Green, Lorenzo Valavinos, and Nicholas Combos, BHS up front.
We have the winner of the band drawing for tonight.
Are calling up 1st and 8 from their own 47-yard line. Dover over the center, looking left, sets up, steps out of the pocket, throws it complete. Number 88 to the 40, 45, down the sidelines. He will go the distance. Touchdown Drillers, and a big play type of game.
And Dover did a good job of catching the ball.
Dover to Dover.
Dover to Dover. And there was also a good block by Shirley out there to spring him down the sideline for the touchdown.
Wow. Unbelievable. If you'd like a copy of tonight's game or any other local program on Time Warner Cable, give us a call at 322-1941, 322-1941. We definitely had an exciting start to our game this evening.
Well, that was just
We've not had a game quite like this so far this year.
No, and that was really just a good play. And that was almost blocked right there. But that was really just a great play by Coach Oliver right there. As we see him coming to pitch on the offensive coordinator, he ran a wheel route with Shirley, took Mackey across the field, and Dover, they crossed, and Dover came out in the wash wide open. You see Dover going across the screen, and you'll see Mackey come into it. There's Mackey, Dover's wide open, and then Shirley's going to end up making a block down here in the corner of our screen.
Yeah.
Right there, and that springs him right there for the touchdown. So that's just a well-executed play right there by the Driller.
Jonathan Dover to Matthew Dover. I like the way Jonathan kind of sidestepped out of the pocket, kind of freed himself from the rush, moved from right to left to get a clear picture where his brother was. Hit him with a nice pass, and of course Matthew shows some nice speed on the reception.
Yeah, he was able to, really the ball hit him right in stride. And now we'll have to see if the Foothill Trojans can answer back.
Interesting start to this game. 14-13 BHS. 4-5-4 to play in the first quarter. This has been our longest game of the year and the most exciting start.
Yeah, you're talking about a Driller team only give up 10 points to Centennial.
Are these Florida schools out there?
Yeah, it looks like you said, we haven't had 4 track meets so far.
Anthony Hernandez, a deep man for Foothill. That goes into the end zone. For the Trojans, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. What a beginning to the Southeast Sun League matchup. Long-time rivalry between Foothill and BHS.
Right there, that was Mackey, Stansel talking over with Coach Oliver what they're seeing out there and what they're going to do.
Dan Engel, the quarterback for Foothill. Thomas Stansel scored on a 57-yard run for Foothill, so BHS to start the game. Engel came back with an 83-yard play, Anthony Hernandez. Looking at number 32, run hard for the Trojans, Justin Parati. Breaking tackles to the 30-yard line, may have a first down. Yes, he does.
Yeah, and that's his style of running right there. In between the tackles, just straight power running, and that's what he does best.
Obviously, Foothill brought a lot of emotion to their game tonight. They have that kind of kick about them. Well, they will have to keep it alive for 4 quarters. a double wing for the Trojans. Hernandez in motion. Engel rolling to his left. Ruiz on defensive passing complete to AH. At the 34, Hager on D for BHS.
And that's just a little out of his reach. We had a little pressure on him, but it was almost another completion. And that's like it's been the only mistake we've seen tonight by the Trojans.
Josh Shirley, 32, one of the cornerbacks for BHS. Matthew Chambers, number 40, outside linebacker. Nick Watkins, inside linebacker, number 48. Kyle Hager, Psalm 55, another backer. Earl Johnson, the fourth, one of the down linemen for BHS, along with Jason Powell, number 66. Calvin, number 77, up front for BHS. Hard hits on the handoff by Justin Parati. Maybe picks up about a half guard. BHS defense trying to stiffen up here late in the first quarter. I think Foothill still has to try to get the ball to Anthony Hernandez in whatever way they can, either on a pitch, out of the backfield, throwing it downfield.
Well, I don't think they want to forget Jesse Rodriguez either. I think he's by far their best receiver, and he has the ability to make plays against these Driller defensive backs with his quickness and his ability to catch the ball.
Valentino's wide right for Foothill. Two backs behind Engel. Rolling out to his left. He's going to run it. Goes down to the 29-yard line. Nobody was running out for the pass for Foothill, so that was strictly a running play, an option play.
Yes, it was. And Shirley did a good job of coming up and making the tackle.
Fourth down for the Trojans, 4th and 11. From their own 29-yard line, Blake Mack, the deep man for BHS, inside his 35. Bakersfield High 14, Foothill 13. Late in the first quarter. Valentino's a punt for Foothill. Gets it off, and we're in. Blake lets it drop. It'll hit the 30-yard line. He had a chance to catch at the 40-yard line, decided to let it go, and Foothill was down it at the 30 or 31-yard line.
There's a flag on the ground. Face mask against the Driller.
A face mask.
And it looked like called a.
Interesting.
Let's see what kind of. Which one they call? If it's a flagrant one, that's 15 yards.
Got to give them a Foothill first down if it is. Why would you have a face mask on a punting play where there's no run back?
They call the personal foul face mask. So that's 15 yards and the first down.
Obviously, we didn't see it. So a gift first down for Foothill, able to take it. They had 11 yards to go for the first down. They pick up 15 on the penalty. And they're at their own 46-yard line. Wow. BHS offense was on the field ready to go. The defense back on it. Dangle, a quarterback for Foothill. Second out for Hernandez, hitting the backfield, but drives forward to about the 47-yard line. A number of guys in motion. Carver there for BHS, number 8.
And they're doing a little misdirection in the backfield there, and they're trying to catch the Drillers. They can get a few yards, and they got about a yard on that one.
3 minutes to play in first quarter.
And they'll do that, then they'll roll out and throw the ball too. So you have to be stay very aware of who you have, which is the Driller defensive back.
Well, if I was Foothill, I would keep on throwing the ball if I could. It worked for them early in the game. Don't necessarily go away from it. Here comes the pressure on Engel. He was looking to throw that time, and he sacked big time. PHS came from both sides. Looked like he was setting up for the screen.
Yeah, he was going to try to get the ball to Hernandez right there, but he just never had a chance. The pressure was just too intense and too fast.
Jason Carrs looked very impressive on 2 consecutive plays for BHS number 8. The outside linebacker on the left side. Third and long for Foothill, 3rd and 18 from their own 38-yard line. Anthony Hernandez wide right for Foothill. Engel looking to the right. Here comes the pressure. Fires a long upfield for Hernandez. He's got it. Great catch. Weaves under that ball to the BHS 38-yard line. Engel just unloaded it, but a pass was right there.
Well, I'll tell you this. Engel's really impressed me with just touching the way he's throwing the ball right here. Takes his 5 steps. He puts it up before he gets hit. But what he does about this is he throws it right to the outside of the receiver. The receiver actually is covered, but he puts it where now the receiver's open by virtue of the pass.
He's thrown about 3 passes like that tonight where he's had a defense converging on him. Like you said, has a soft touch and showing a lot of poise.
Well, what he's doing as a receiver, you love to have a quarterback throwing the ball like that because he's giving you the opportunity to make the catch.
Pass the left side complete. A little bit high to Jesse Rodriguez on the inside slant. But Foothill in BHS territory once again, down 14-13.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I mean, they have something going with this passing game. You know, obviously they've done their job of scouting and looking, and they found something they can get away with. And really, their quarterback has made just some great throws, and their receivers are making great catches.
Well, he struggled somewhat against Stockdale, but that was only about his 3rd game as a starter. They had a lot of guys in the box.
Yeah, they did.
And he had pressure that game, but he's throwing better under pressure tonight. Well, he's learning, he's growing.
And they didn't try to go downfield in that game either, like they do in the night.
Number 22 running wide for Foothill. It goes nowhere. Miguel Peralta. Here's a personal foul.
And this might be another face mask.
Can't normally run wide effectively against BHS. Foothill running the sweep with a cutback.
He's looking at somebody. The referee, he's looking for somebody in the blue.
Another personal foul against BHS.
Another face mask.
Amazing. They've got 2 here.
That wasn't the flagrant kind. It was only a 5-yard face mask. But again, they put Foothill in a good chance to pick up a first down.
Well, they dropped one back for about a 2-yard loss. This time they pick up 5. Tim Hartnett, the head coach of BHS, somewhat concerned.
Now, we saw this last.
Oh, yes.
Stockdale.
Out of backfield, the pitch to Anthony Hernandez to the 30-yard line and driven back by Sherlin Company for BHS. Lopping a shotgun, the ball's hiked to Hernandez out of the backfield. BHS up to the task. Gain of about a yard by A.H. Gained most of it on his own.
You know, they're only about 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 2. You know, this might be a situation where you can get.
I'd be in 2-play territory if I was them.
Well, I think if you can get Jesse Rodriguez out to the wide side of the field out there and let him go one-on-one on some kind of quick route, a slant, a hitch.
Rodriguez is hiking the ball, number 2. But he's hiking the ball. Jesse Rodriguez. Bobby Zell talked things over for the sophomore quarterback, Dan Engel. Foothill throwing out a lot of wrinkles tonight against BHS. They're becoming a tough team to defend, the Trojans. All the formations they're using.
Well, and they do have some pretty decent athletes at the skill positions, but I think, like Coach Plater said, the problem is they get tired in the second half.
Jesse is snapping the ball to Engel, rolling to his right. Under pressure, you have to get rid of it. He's thrown down. No blockers in front of him. Big time sack for BHS and Kyle Hager.
Yeah, right there, he's trying to outrun the lineman. The lineman just ran him down and made the sack. The only thing you could have hoped for there is if he just got rid of the ball.
Amazing. 4th down as the first quarter is coming to a conclusion. BHS 14, Foothill 13. Clock stops at 2 seconds. Nice 2. Very colorful. This has been a very long first quarter. More like a college game. Foothill Trojans face a 4th and 11 situation. With 2 seconds to play here in the first quarter, they're down by 1 point to BHS. BHS comes into the game with a record of 6-0. They're ranked number 1 in the Central Section. Foothill's 1-5. So 2 teams that supposedly and allegedly were heading in the opposite directions. Tonight, they're on a collision course. Homecoming for BHS. Did they overlook Foothill? Hernandez lines a wide left for the Trojans. Engel looking left, sets up, sacked again. After 1 quarter, BHS 14, Foothill 13. On scene on the side, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
People everywhere are choosing digital cable over satellite and adding Roadrunner high-speed online, all from Time Warner Cable. Let's find out why.
Hey, one call gets it all, Doc.
I watch great TV, rain or shine.
That's very entertaining.
I'm on the internet in a nanosecond.
That's very fast.
And I can do them both at once.
That's very amazing.
Another day, another miracle.
Call Time Warner today for special savings on digital cable and Roadrunner. Call now.
Ever to play the game. For the 3rd time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
Pitch back to Thomas Stansel. We begin the second quarter from BHS. He's across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. The Drillers 14, the Trojans 13. Homecoming for BHS.
Yes, it is, and you have two young ladies there getting a little camera time.
Foothill has come to play this evening. Can they keep that emotional intensity for 4 quarters?
You know, and that's been the thing all year long, as Coach Plater told you earlier.
Matthew Dover wide left for BHS. Slide to Shirley. Dover missed the handoff, runs it himself, missed the 50, 45, to the 40-yard line. There's a flag. Dover stays on his feet. Look at that movement to about the 25-yard line. That was quite an effort by Dover.
Well,
Jonathan Dover.
It's another flag on the play, so
They'll probably have to bring it all back. Looked like he missed a handoff to Thomas Stansel. He made something out of a broken play. Well, the Drillers had a couple of face masking penalties in the first quarter and a personal foul. And I believe they have another foul against them.
Yep, some kind of illegal block.
That was a helter-skelter type of play.
Man, that's like a little mini Tim Couch play right there.
Really? The penalties are keeping BHS out of sync so far in this game.
But that's the kind of game you want to get into. You want it to be an ugly game if you're Foothill. You want the penalties, you got the turnover, and you want to keep that up.
Stansel has scored. Matthew Dover has scored a TD for BHS. Anthony Hernandez and Dan Engel have scored for Foothill. (14-13) Drillers. Second and 18 from their own 36-yard line. Mackey wide left, over to throw. One-on-one coverage, the pass. Plays to Mackey midfield, 50, and goes down. Talk about 32, Justin Parati of Foothill.
Right here, Dover and Mackey's going to run an out route. Mackey comes down there, comes out of the break. Ball's thrown a little inside. He makes an adjustment. He picks up a good chunk of that yardage back. 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and short for BHS. Dover looking right, sets up the throw. Fires it over the head of the intended receiver, Mackey.
Yeah, right
Number
there.
40, Larry Reynolds, in coverage for Foothill.
Yeah, Mackey just slipped out of his break. His feet were underneath him, and he just kind of fell out and ball overthrown. But Foothill couldn't ask for a better scripted game so far. 3rd and
right
short.
on the ball game.
Ball's overthrown, receiver slips, penalties that have set up, put them in bad position. They just have to continue to stay with their game plan.
Well, you have to have some breaks. Matthew Dover, the punt for BHS, beautiful. Caught by Anthony Hernandez at the 15-yard line. Lose one player, going to his left. And finally hit and dropped at the 17-yard line. Shirley on the tackle for BHS. The Drills lead by 1 over the Foothill Trojans. Quite a battle here from Griffith Field.
And he did a good job of fielding the ball. He's going to try to make something happen right there, Hernandez is. But there's nowhere to go, and Shirley comes in to clean up.
Also, Ron Ruiz was there for BHS number 31. Foothill sets up shop inside their 20-yard line. Trojans moving left to right here in the second quarter. Second man through. Nice gain to about the 25-yard line. On the reverse. Number 22 for Foothill. He's run the ball a few times. Miguel Peronta.
And that's exactly what you want. I mean, we talked about it. If you don't stay focused on defense, you lose focus what they're doing in that backfield. They keep doing all the misdirection, and next thing you know, somebody hands off, and there's a lot of room to run.
Offensively, this year, Foothill had run for just under 500 yards. They had passed for 582 for 1,077 yards coming into the game. Side handoff goes back to the line of scrimmage. Defensive low for Foothill. They had allowed over 1,100 yards on the ground, 406 through the air for 1,550 yards. BHS had run for just under 1,300 yards. They had passed for 680. They accounted for about 1,938 yards. On defense, BHS 685 on the ground, 442 through the air, about 1,127. 3rd and 2 for Foothill. I formation behind Engel. Pitch back, Hernandez. He's close to the first down. Can't tell from our vantage point as it gets up to about the 27-yard line. They might have a measurement. Let's bring out the chain gang.
Here they come.
We saw them about 3 times last week.
Yeah, that was in the first quarter alone.
That was a great victory by a tough North team over a resilient West High squad.
Yeah, North High was able to pull out a victory in that game.
Just short.
What do you do? What do you do? I punt it with 8 minutes left.
I think you have to punt if you're Foothill. But you never know. The Trojans might go for broke. Well, I wouldn't.
Well, I'm a little conservative on that issue.
Calvin back in the game for BHS. Maybe Foothill will go for it. Or at least Engel will try to draw the drillers offside.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Rodriguez lines up as a tight end for Foothill. Nothing regular tight end, split out.
Got him.
Engel moved back in the shotgun.
It's
And
gonna be
BHS
close,
moved.
though. Well, the offensive lineman kind of moved, flinched a little bit too. So
That's what I thought.
It's going to be interesting to see who gets it. Oh, it's going against the Drillers. Another first down.
Rodriguez lined up as the tight end on the left side. He and the regular tight end flank to each side. Engel goes in a shotgun. BHS moves.
And there's Joe Turner, one of the Foothill great basketball players, played University of Arizona.
Right.
He's working back at Foothill again.
First and 10 for the Trojans. At their own 42. Play action. Engel over the middle. Great catch by Hernandez to the 40-yard line. How does that guy climb the ladder?
Well, the thing I like about Hernandez is he has a lot of heart. I mean, he's not afraid to go and catch the ball. And he's another receiver. They attack the ball, and that's what your good receivers do on any level. They attack the ball. They go after the ball, and they get it. Yeah, it's just virtue. He just went and hit him.
What you would say about Anthony Hernandez is that he's a player. He's tough. Run with the football, catch the football. Pump fake. Engel throws it deep for his receiver. Incomplete. Almost intercepted by Varvell, BHS. The pass attempt for Rodriguez as they face double coverage in front of the BHS bench.
Well, both teams dodged a bullet because there was a hitch and go right there, and Shirley grabbed the man a little bit, and that call was missed. And then Varvell dropped the interception, so both teams kind of missed it. That dodged the bullet.
7-4-3 to play in the first half. BHS 14, Foothill 13. Third and short for Foothill. Flag is down. On the play action fake. We have had a lot of penalties this evening. Got some face masking penalties, some personal fouls.
Another defensive penalty, moving the chains again.
Legal procedures. BHS has been offside on about 3 occasions.
See, this is really, I mean.
First down for Foothill.
Yep, and the sloppy, I mean, when you get sloppy and you're not paying attention, you keep giving a team opportunities and you just don't want to keep doing that.
A lot of BHS's penalties have given Foothill first down. Remember when the Trojans had 4th and 11 and pounded the ball. They had a 15-yard face masking penalty.
Yep.
15 yards.
Two face mask penalties on that one, on that series right there.
Now that has slowed down the tempo of the game too, in favor of Foothill.
Well, and they're passing the ball. Both teams are trying to pass the ball too.
Engel over the middle. Nice catch. Number 88, the tight end for the Trojans. First down. Mark Schaefer. Play action. Pass was wide open over the middle.
Pass to the tight end. And that's one of the plays you even run when you're in Jack Frost or Pop Warner. Right there's just a pop pass. Another receiver does a good job of attacking. Knows he's going to get hit. He prepares himself for the impact. Doesn't fumble. Picks up a first down.
Well, helps being 6'3". Quarterback 6'2", the receiver 6'3". Nice high target over the middle. Rodriguez wide right for Foothill. First and 10 from the Driller 42. After Hernandez to about the 35-yard line. Runs the ball in his left hand. Picks up about 7 yards. A.H.
Yeah, I mean, he's just an all-purpose back. He does it all right here. He gets it. He's coming off tackle on the right, cuts it upfield. And he's picking up 6 yards. So, but I like the way they keep mixing it up back and forth, passing and running. And right now they have the Driller defense off balance.
Foothill's throwing a lot of formations at BHS tonight. 2nd and 3, they've had 3rd and 2 quite a bit too. Off the left side to about the 34-yard line goes number 22, Miguel Peralta. Bob Ingles put on a great offensive game plan for Foothill tonight.
He has, as an offensive coordinator, you want to keep the defensive coordinator off balance, and that's what he's done right now. I mean, it seems like if a play doesn't work, a penalty keeps the drive going, so it's working in the Foothill Trojan favor tonight.
3rd down for the Trojans out of the BHS 34-yard line.
Gonna be close to
Inside
first down.
Close to the first down, I may have it. On the second effort by number 32 for Foothill. That'll be Parati. First down for the Trojans. Got a lot of 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 situations.
You know, in those situations right there, when you're offensive coordinator, you love to see that because now your whole playbook is open.
And he's also had a couple of 2nd and 3 and 2nd and 4.
But he has them going. He has the misdirection going, and you don't know which place you get the ball, and somebody keeps popping open for 5-6 yards.
Well, we have a little hop tonight. Foothill. Angle looking right. Pump fake. Throw for Rodriguez up in the air. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Foothill. I love the way he came back for the ball.
Well, I told you he's one of the better receivers I've seen this year when we're doing our games. 2 games we've seen him. He's made big plays. What he does as a receiver, he just has it. He just goes for the ball. He has that innate ability to read the play. He stops. He goes up, attacks the ball, drags a guy in for a touchdown.
The various formations, the tricky plays, the passing outs for Foothill really giving BHS fits tonight. Got a great catch by Hernandez earlier in the game. Excellent play by Rodriguez there as he came back for the ball. The receivers are making plays. As you said, the quarterback's allowing them to make plays.
Well, he's putting the ball where they can get it.
Shotgun Ingle rolls to his right. Now he is tackled by Varvel at the 11-yard line. The Foothill was going for 2. 19-14 Trojans. 5:12 to play in the first half. Wow.
And here's right here. Again, they're going to hit the hitch and go. He pumps it. He turns upfield right there. And right now, the ball's thrown back. This is a hard play for a safety. There's nothing he can do. He's at the receiver's mercy. The receiver makes a good adjustment and then just drags the man in for the score. And that's just his desire to want to get in the end zone right there. But he's one of the best receivers that I've had a chance to see this year. And really, in the last couple of years, where I can say where he runs nice routes and he goes after the ball and attacks it. A lot of receivers don't attack the ball like you see Rodriguez doing tonight.
Matthew Dover on the coverage for BHS. And Rodriguez dragged him into the end zone the final 4 yards. Talk about a guy smelling the end zone, smelling pay dirt.
And you got to give Ingle a lot of credit because he's really putting the ball in some good places. He's having a high percentage of completions tonight, and he's just not throwing the dinky balls either, as we see Calvin in our screen.
He only turned 15 about a month and a half ago. Good talent. Has a size at 6'2". He's only a sophomore.
And he's one of the reasons why it's so difficult to run against the drillers straight up the middle and coming straight at him. As you can see tonight, it's the misdirection that they're using that is gaining yards on the ground.
Venus will be kicking off for Foothill. The BHS. Varvel bobbles the kickoff. At the 20 coming to the left. 25 stops in his track. Reverses, runs over Mackey. Misses tackle. Cuts back. Here comes the flag. Down to the 31.
Bring that back. And there's going to be another one against the driller.
He ran over his old man Mackey, but stayed on his feet.
And looked like for a second he was going to break that.
We'll have about 2 Trojans back there. But another flag against BHS on the run back. Went to his left, went back to his right. Well, Drills have picked up a heap of penalties here in the first half.
Well, we know they had at least 60 yards in penalties already. At least 60.
At BHS, down throwing 11-yard line. 4:59 to play in the second quarter. Foothill 19, BHS 14. Mackey wide right. Jonathan Dover, quarterback for BHS. Foothill showing blitz, they back out. The pass complete to Mackey, far side. 15, 20-yard line. It's about the 24. And dragged down. It should be a first down for BHS. It depends where they spot the ball. They're calling it 1st and 10. Well, BHS is in a ball game. It is homecoming for them. But Foothill has come to play. They have been pumped. They have executed.
I mean,
let's move the chain gang.
I mean, so far they've played a great first half of this game. I mean, They're playing aggressive. They're attacking on offense and defense. They're taking advantage of some miscues. I mean, that's what you want to do when you play football.
Matthew Dover wide left for BHS. Cooper slot left. Mack wide right. Dover to Thomas Stansel. They almost strip him of the ball to the 30-yard line. Look at that speed. 35-40. Midfield 50. Can they knock him out? Down the sidelines. He will go all the way. What great speed by Thomas Stansel.
And he's just the equalizer for the Drillers. I mean, looks like there's nothing there. He makes a guy miss, and then once he hits the sideline with his speed, like I said, you're just not going to catch him.
82 yards, Brian. It's amazing how he accelerated when he hit the 40-yard line. Guys were close, but he pulled away.
Oh, you know, he's a track man. You come around that outside, that's just like running on a track. You come around the corner.
Right. The relay.
He just, you know, he just accelerates down the sideline, and it looks so effortless.
I've been wondering why they haven't been giving him the ball more often. It's been our best offense. Kick is up and it's good. Barbara Thelmas, the BHS, and the Drillers. And a game full of offensive fireworks. Lead 21-19 over Foothill.
And right here, you're going to see the block. He's going to make a move right here to cut inside. He's going to just dip back outside. And what I like is he changes directions, and he's still going the same speed, doesn't slow up. And right here, he's off to the races, a track meet. There's only one person that can catch him. He's on the same team.
He's had a 57-yard run and an 82-yard run for a score tonight. 2 touchdowns for Stansel.
So he's made another move to try to be the Roadrunner Online Speedster of the Week.
And a question about Foothill. They played very well in the first half all year long. Can they keep up this play emotionally and physically in the second half?
Well, they've answered back.
They played as well as they could here in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, and the good thing is they answered back when BHS scored earlier. So that's what we're going to do again. They have 4 minutes, 33 seconds left, and they want to do the same thing, answer back again.
Answer back, answer the call. On kickoff comes to Hernandez. Takes it in the end zone. Foothill will have it their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. 4:33 to play in the second quarter. A very lively game. BHS 21, Foothill 19. The Mark and Brian Show. The real show.
Yeah, we're putting on a show tonight. We're being treated to a show. Like you said, we haven't had a game this exciting with scoring. You know, it's early in the game all year long where it's competitive scoring, where each team is going back and forth.
I saw Sanchez on the back of a BHS player. It reminded me of Lupe Sanchez.
An old UCLA superstar.
Right. After Hernandez to the 20-yard line, puts his head down to the 22. Tackled by Matthew Dover. He was quite a football and baseball player in high school.
Yes, he was.
One of those all-around athletes. Very much like Rex Hovler. Who's now a commentator for Fox Sports. Baseball commentator for the Angels.
The who?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say.
They're changing their hats back. I heard on the radio.
Is that going to help?
I don't know, but I guess the wings aren't selling. They're saying they're not selling with the wings on the A, so they want to go back to the halo.
2nd and 8 for Foothill. Engel. Running back across the 20 to about the 22. Number 32 for the Trojans. Prawali. BHS trying to toughen it up on defense. As we look at Blake Mackey on the sideline for the Drillers. Thomas Stansel, number 5, online to be the speedster of the week. A 57-yard run, 82-yard run for scores for BHS.
He's going to ask you to pick a run.
Whew. Pitch back to Hernandez, tries to cut back against the grain. Breaks 2 tackles and driven down. number 40.
And Matthew Chambers did a good job of holding his position and keeping us contained and made a great tackle.
He broke an attempted tackle by Calvin, 77. But he didn't run north to south. Punt time for Foothill. 4th down and 8 for the Trojans. Mackey back deep for BHS. We're on 40. 2:35 to play. In the second quarter, BHS 21, Foothill 19. They try to block the punt. Mackey takes it on the fly, 45, midfield 50. Look at that speed, 45-40. To the sidelines at a 35-yard line, Blake Mackey.
Now Mackey's another one that has good acceleration out of his cuts. He just kind of hesitates as soon as you pause. He explodes by you.
Long strides, about 6'3". Actually, Mack is built more like a 400-meter runner, and Stan's more like a 100-meter runner.
Yes, they are.
Dover from the shotgun. Stan's behind him. Dover to throw point of time. Goes out to his right. Fires it. Complete. To the 25-yard line of Foothill territory. To number 23 for BHS. Giovanni. Ryan Giovanni for the Drillers.
Right there, that's just a case where actually it was good coverage in the secondary, but Dover had all day. There was not enough pressure. But if you're going to cover that many secondary players, there's going to be runs open.
Giovanni and Mackey. Wide right for BHS. Cooper wide left for the Drillers. Dover looking right. Pass complete to Mackey. He's got it, 20-yard line, 15. Away to the sideline, cuts back. Touchdown, BHS. The spread up on offense. Working very quickly on that series against Foothill.
Well, that's what the dynamic duo can do for you right there. They can hit you so quick. Mackey gets a little flare-out pass, outruns one player, cuts back on another, and there's nobody out there to make a play.
Eric Barthelmos on a PAT for the Rollers with Matthew Dover holding. 27-19 BHS and looking for more. The snap, a kick, high enough, he drills it. No pun intended, it's good. Bakersfield High 28, Foothill 19. 1:48 to play in the first half. Rollers have scored 2 consecutive touchdowns and an evening filled with offensive fireworks.
And right here, Mackey was in the slot. He just wheels out there, catches the ball. And right here, he uses the speed to outrun the player. And now it's touchdown. There's nobody's going to make a play on him as he goes in the end zone, only touched one time.
BHS up on 9 points over Foothill. 28-19. Well, the Drills will be kicking off 1:48 to play here in the second quarter. Hump coming out looking better for the Drillers.
And there's Stansel and Dover right there. Dover's had 2 touchdown passes. Stansel's had 2 touchdown runs.
So they have been key elements of BHS's offensive attack tonight. The defense has struggled somewhat against Foothill. Kickoff comes Anthony Hernandez, 20-yard line. Dropped at the 23. One for one to play in the first half. A very long 2 quarters here from Griffith Field on the campus of Bakersfield High School. Homecoming for the Drillers. The fans are out in full force. The Southeast Yosemite League game. Angle of throw. Post pattern intended for Anthony Hernandez. BHS back deep, Shirley. And Francis, number 1. They're ready for that play. Second and 10 for the Trojans. Daniel, the quarterback for Foothill, a sophomore, number 13. He's done a good job tonight. But Foothill finds himself down by 9 points against BHS. Rodriguez wide left for Foothill. Engel. Flag is down. I would guess it will be against Foothill. The Trojans will have a high for about a quarter and a half. And for them, the tempo will slow down somewhat after a couple of touchdowns by BHS. No penalties against the Drillers.
Boy.
They must have been offsides again.
All these penalties, I hate to be the Drillers on Monday. They're going to be on that rock running some stadiums.
All right. Angles to Hernandez hitting the back foot on drop. Virtue and company on the play. I haven't mentioned Ross's name too much tonight.
No, but I think this is where Virtue asserts himself when you try to run up the middle. You know, we saw that against the Centennial Golden Hawks. He's just a tough player to run against.
Number 34 is Turner for BHS. And Foothill, I believe, called a timeout. Trojans will use all of them. This is definitely our longest first half of the year.
Well, yeah, anytime you have a lot of penalties and you have teams passing the ball, we're in for a long game.
This is like a college game. Bob Engel talked things over with Dan Engel, the quarterback for Foothill. They spelled on him differently. The ball given to Hernandez, hitting the backfield and dropped. Loses 3 or 4 yards, number 31 with a tackle for BHS.
And that time the Driller defense started to do a better job of staying at home and being disciplined and not going for all the misdirection. And now they're starting to shut that little running play down.
The Drillers called timeout. They're setting up for a run back. Ruiz with a tackle for the Drillers. 1:11 to play, first half. Bakersfield High 28, Foothill 19. Fourth down, 4th and 10 for Foothill. And Mackey looking for a possible run back for BHS. Stansel scored twice for the Drillers from 57 and 82 yards away. We had a Dover to Dover connection and a Dover to Mackey connection for a score.
Yep.
In fact, BHS has scored the last 2 touchdowns of the game.
And they scored them quickly, too.
Very quickly. If you'd like a copy of tonight's game on Time Warner Cable, give us a call at 322-1941, 322-1941. Valdivinos will be punting for Foothill from his own 10-yard line. Gets it off, in over in. Mackey lets it bounce. Does he touch it? Foothill will drop it at the 29-yard line. I guess Mackey did not get a piece of it.
No, but Chambers made sure if he did, they recovered it.
Chambers, Matthew Dover on the ball. 50 seconds to play in the first half. BHS 28, Foothill 19. The Drills have the ball off their own 29-yard line in their own territory.
There's a little kicker to beat.
Dover from the shotgun. Looking to the right. Flowing out of the pocket. 25, thrown down at the 27-yard line. Number 22 for Foothill, that'll be Miguel Peralta. Got his shot on the quarterback.
They're lining up on the ball, so they're looking to score again.
Second down 11 for BHS. Cooper wide left for the Drillers. Dover to throw. Looking right. Fires it. Complete to Mackey. Hit hard at the 33. Mackey took a shot on the far side. 25 seconds left in the first half. Is this another water break?
Yeah, another little timeout, but that's one of the ones where you want to, if you're going to run a 2 minute, you usually want somebody going to the outside, a little out route so you can catch the ball and step out of bounds. But they have it, they had a timeout. They used it.
BHS with a 9-point lead over Foothill. Here on the closing stages of the second quarter from Bakersfield on the campus of BHS. Overfull crowd on the Driller side as it is homecoming. Cooper Varvel wide left for the Drillers. Mackey wide right. I think Shirley slot right. Dover. The sounds out of the backfield to the 40-yard line. And bowls his way to about the 43, Thomas Stansel. He was at a great average per carry for BHS. He hasn't handled the ball that much, but he's done it very effectively. Number 5 for the Drillers. The clock running down here in the second quarter. Jonathan Dover from the shotgun. Looking right, on 35. Flush out of the pocket. Throws it complete to Varvel. Out of bounds. And Foothill territory at the 44-yard line. The clock stops at 5. 5 seconds.
We're only going to have time for one more play. They don't have any more timeouts, so.
Five seconds on the clock. Let's see if BHS throws it towards the end zone.
Well, they're going to try a field goal.
A field goal? That would be a 59-yarder.
If they don't hurry up and get out there, it's going to be longer than that.
Barthelmess trying a 59-yarder for BHS. Matthews over to hold.
Told you didn't hurry, it would be longer than that.
Forget the field goal. Delay of game against BHS. They were able to sit on it or just throw it downfield. That drills up by 9 points here in the second quarter. The first half is just around the corner.
You know, Foothill can keep from having a big play happen right here. They get the ball back to start the game, start the second half. So.
Barvell Shirley, Cooper wide left. Over to throw. Long downfield to the right side for Mackey. Incomplete. It was out of bounds. After half, BHS 28, Foothill 19. You're watching Prep Football on CNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
Now, more than ever, the fun starts here. The new Roadrunner, the exciting high-speed online service where you can play the Fab Grab to win a trip to the MyVH1 Music Awards, live December 2nd in Los Angeles. Plus, tons of cool prizes. Just find the Roadrunner and get an instant win gameplay, plus a grand prize sweepstakes entry. Check Roadrunner's top picks for details and catch the fun. Awarded highest customer satisfaction among high-speed internet service providers by J.D. Power and Associates. Call now.
We have a big family, and it's hard getting together sometimes. Now that Get runs on Sundays, we can meet for lunch and do some shopping.
Make life a little easier and ride Get any day of the week.
I love my job, but getting here and home used to be difficult. Now that Get runs later at night and on weekends, my life is a lot easier.
Make life a little easier and ride Get evenings and weekends.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
You have a home video, or 2 or 3, and you want your family, friends, and neighbors to have a copy. Where do you go? Time Warner Productions, of course. We'll make copies of your tape using high-quality professional tape, label it, and house it in a sleeve for protection, and have it ready for you in no time. We accept VHS, SVHS, VHS-C, Betamax, Mini-DV, and 8mm videotape. We'll even convert to and from foreign formats. We can even edit and print pictures from your videos. Got a broken tape? We can fix that too. Just stop by the Time Warner Cable office on Select or call for more information.
Revolutionized sports television. Now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
BHS leading by 9 points at the half against the Foothill Trojans. It has been an easy 2 quarters for BHS on their homecoming. In fact, they were down 19-14 before rolling off a couple of scores before the end of the half.
Yeah, it's been a well-played game in terms of scoring for both teams. They both put up points on the board. And we'll have to see what happens in the second half.
Thomas Stansel scored from 57 and 82 yards away for BHS. He is the early nomination person for Speedster of the Week as we have a flag on the opening kickoff. Dan Engel hit Anthony Hernandez for a score for Foothill. Engel ran in for a touchdown from a yard away. Jonathan Dover hit Matthew Dover for a touchdown on a crossing pattern. Stansel scored, then Dover hit Mackey to the right side. He made a nice cutback to the 5-yard line for BHS's score towards the end of the second quarter. We've had a lot of offensive fireworks in the first half. I expect things to slow down a bit in the final half.
Well, if Foothill plays to what they've done all year, they started to get tired in the third, fourth quarter, and they fell off. But if they can continue their energy, and they've come out pumped out coming out of the halftime, so just a matter of them sustaining this kind of energy level for a whole game.
Anthony Hernandez, number 32, the ball carried to the 25-26. Nice pursuit by BHS. That was Rodney running the ball for Foothill.
You know, in the last few years, he's been a big factor in their offense running the ball.
Justin Perotti, who also plays defense for the Trojans, a linebacker. That was a wild first half. Both teams scored a touchdown in the opening minutes of the game before the fans had a chance to settle down. Hernandez in the backfield, drives forward to about the 30-yard line. Here comes a late flag. That has to be a personal foul. It was a dead ball penalty after the play. As Anthony takes the ball to about the 30-yard line. James Earl Johnson, the fourth, 53, personal foul against Foothill.
And this is a personal foul going against Foothill this time, like you said. And
they can't afford that, being down by 9. The key to this game for the Trojans is how they can stay mentally in the ball game. Of course, they have to stay within striking distance of BHS.
Well, I think for them, the thing is physically. It's a physical thing because you see they don't have a deep team. And when you guys are going both ways like they do and just keep going and going, third and fourth quarters where they fall off, and it's just from being fatigued.
They're really juiced in the first and second quarter.
And they seem to have a lot of excitement coming back from the halftime, too, so it'll be really interesting to see if they can continue to play that way.
Sometimes once you get out through those legs, they're going to get very tired.
Well, they definitely want to avoid these second and 20s.
Second man through to the 40-yard line, opening 40, midfield 50. Matthew Dover makes a saving tackle for BHS at the goal of 35. Great run by number 22 for Foothill, Miguel Peralta.
Well, right here is another misdirection. It's a fake to the dive. Peralta comes through. Missed assignment right there, and then he's wide open, and right now he's just heading to the sideline, picking up as much yardage as he can. And Dover does a good job right here pursuing him and having a touchdown saving tackle.
We talked about the misdirection. A nice cutback by Peralta, very similar to Scansel in the backfield as he hides behind his lineman. Move left to right. He's in motion. Now the ball given off the middle to about the 35 or 34-yard line for Foothill to number 32.
And this just seems what's been happening tonight for Foothill is that something goes wrong and all of a sudden they get a big play somehow, somewhere somebody makes a play, and that's what's kept them in the game.
We're at the 10:25 mark of the third quarter. BHS leading by 9 over Foothill.
I really like to see Foothill not forget about Rodriguez, especially down here. Jesse Rodriguez, he can get one-on-one coverage and make another great play for him.
Engel look for the screen left. Out of heavy pressure, throws it out to Hernandez. He's got it at the 25, backing up. He makes the catch as Engel took a shot from Powell and company.
Yeah, Engel's a tough kid, and he does a good job of really just buying himself time so he can get the ball out to Hernandez right here. He's trying to let Hernandez get out, waits, gets it off, and just throws a nice touch on the ball. He has a man wide open, and he doesn't puts it right on the money. And that's Shirley right there, come up making a good hit from the secondary.
Another nice catch by Anthony Hernandez as they follow the ball very well. First down for Foothill. Crossing play, number 22, Peralta. He'll lose about 2 for Foothill. Well, Engel has a lot of strength. He can throw the ball well downfield as 2 guys are on his face.
Yeah, he's done a good job all night long of doing that.
(9:10) to play in the third quarter. Foothill coming up to the ball, 2nd and 13 for the Trojans. BHS showing blitz. Engel to throw. The pass complete to Hernandez, hit hard at the 25, driven back.
And that's Hager, the strong safety, and that's what you want to do. You want to come out from that secondary and make a play.
Hager coming up, Brian.
Here it is, going out in the flats on the arrow route, and Hager comes up from a strong safety spot and slams him down to the ground.
One thing about Anthony, he holds on to the ball. Very short gain, 3rd and 10 for Foothill, the BHS 25-yard line. They were down by 9 points. BHS with about 8-9 guys in a box. Pass complete to 32. Out was tipped to about the 22-yard line. Powell and Calvin almost had a shot at the tackle of the ball.
Yeah, and right there is just a great individual effort. It looked like he was stuffed, and then right here, Parati gets it.
Ball was tipped in the backfield.
Right there, and it's tipped, and it looks like they have him, and he makes a move on 2 guys. And comes out of the pile.
They will call 4th and 6 for Foothill at the BHS 21-yard line. Rodriguez back in the game for Foothill. They will line up wide left, but guarded by Shirley of the Drillers. Chambers helping out at the line Engel looking in that direction to pass. Incomplete. Picked off by Shirley. We go the other way. 30, 35. Fumbles the ball. But he was out of bounds. It is Driller ball at their own 45-yard line.
Well, Shirley, he's their defensive stopper, and right there he makes a great play off the tip drill. Interception, Driller ball. Right here, they're going to try to throw a slant. Ball's a little high, good effort. And then right there, Shirley gets it off the tip drill and goes.
Drillers have the ball thrown 45-yard line. Shirley thought he had a chance to take it some more distance for BHS. Thomas Stansel, midfield 50, up the middle 45. Look at him drive to about the 41-yard line.
And that's Stansel, there he is, answering every time.
So for the Drillers, 1st and 10 in Foothill territory at the 41-yard line. Mackey wide for BHS. Cooper slot left. Pitch back, Thomas Stansel, nice cut back to the 40. Hit hard, driven back by Anthony Hernandez. Who else for Foothill?
And that's just a good, solid tackle right there, one-on-one with a great open field runner. And he just wraps him up and puts him down.
Looked like Thomas had a chance to take it downfield for some more yardage. But a great one-on-one tackle by Anthony Hernandez. 6:25 to play in the third. Drillers up by 9 over Foothill. At the Foothill 41. Matthew Dover wide left, BHS. Cooper in motion. Dover's pass complete to Mackey far side. 35-30. Speeds down the sideline. Dragged down inside the 20-yard line. Number 2, Blake Mackey for BHS.
What I like about Mackey tonight, he's running the ball aggressively, and he's making his move. Once he makes it, then he's accelerating through, and if he has to drag a couple of players, he's dragging them. Right there, he's just going to dip in and pop out. Right there, he does a good job of not just going down on the first piece of contact. He drags the guy and takes 2 guys to tackle him.
It has such a great stride. BHS at a Foothill 15-yard line. Virtue up the middle. He finally gets the ball, but he fumbles. And Foothill has it. Virtue, his first carry of the game. And he fumbles the ball, Foothill.
And
inside the red zone.
And the opportunistic Foothill defense picks up another fumble.
So Foothill. Well, so thank you to that.
And Parati's the one that made the hit to cause the fumble. So, again, these guys are playing both ways, and they're hanging in there tough.
5:42 on the clock, here in the third quarter. Bakersfield High 28, Foothill 19. Ned Prometter getting on one of his players on the sideline. Angle to throw, here comes the pressure. Fires it, complete. That's probably Hernandez as it came back for the ball. First down for Foothill.
Again, it's another throw where the guy actually is covered pretty good, but he throws it behind, he sees it, and he's throwing to that spot. I mean, he's not trying to overthrow it or underthrow it. He's throwing it right behind him and letting his player go up and make a play. And Josh Hurley's upset, but there's nothing you can do on that. You have good coverage. It's just that's what the advantage to the receiver.
Anthony Hernandez is really showing his all-around ability tonight. He had 24 catches coming into the game. Made some nice ones today. The pass complete of Olivinos. Thrown down at the 34-yard line by Matthew Dover.
And
we're here to win.
A young driller singing her Fired Up Big Blue. She wants the blue to fire it up.
And we're also going to watch this game on Time Warner Cable. .450 to play, third quarter. Rodriguez 1-2 receivers wide left. ball given up the middle to about the 35-yard line to number 32, Justin Parati.
Yeah, as you see big Calvin come up off the ground in the middle. That's why it's just tough to run straight ahead. The holes in the running game have been off tackle, off the misdirection for the Trojans.
They will say it's 3rd and short for Foothill. Hernandez. Rodriguez to the left. Angle play action over the middle pass. Incomplete. Time for his tight end.
And that's Hager right there with the hit, and that's what you want your strong safety to do, separate the tight end from the ball.
Fourth down for the Trojans. Mark Sheffield, intended receiver for Foothill, number 88. Blake Mackey deep for BHS. At his own 30-yard line. Looking to the BHS sideline. Ball to Venus to punt for Foothill. There's the snap. Gets it off line. Drive away from Mackey. Will he take it on the run? He gets away from it. It's down by Foothill at the 30-yard line. 3:58 to play in a third. BHS 28, Foothill 19.
Foothill's defense to come out and they're trying to get another turnover or at least hold them and get a punt. And in the Driller offense, I know Coach Oliver and his offensive coordinator wants to put some points on the board. He's going to look to go to Mackey or Stansel, so he's going to come probably right at him with those two players.
We have Dover and Cooper coming to this side. BHS on the right hash mark. Dover, Stansel. Slices up to about the 35-yard line. Thomas Stansel, number 5 for BHS. At this point, the speedster of the week so far. Late here in the third quarter. From old historic Griffith Field.
Old historic, huh? No, there's a lot of history on this and tradition with this high school football program.
Amazing tradition. Shirley Wild left for BHS. 2nd and 5. Cooper in motion. Here's a flag. Maybe against the Drillers. We have another young Rooter in the stands. The penalty against BHS.
Well, I'll tell you, these officials are getting a workout, running back and forth from the huddles and throwing the flags down there. It's going to be some sore elbows tomorrow for some of these guys.
Second and 10 for BHS. Split backs behind Jonathan Dover. Cooper in motion. He's limping somewhat. High toss to Shirley. Nice catch. At the 35, up to about the 38-yard line.
That's Robert Colon right there on the stop, and we've seen him have a good game against Stockdale.
Yes, he did.
And he's another good player for Foothill. I mean, Foothill has some players that can play, and he's definitely one of them in the secondary.
High toss by Dover. 3rd and 2 for the Drillers at their own 38-yard line. As the tempo of the game was slowed up considerably here in the second half. We had a fireworks spectacular in the first half. The ball given to number 4, Marcus Scott. He has a good name, BHS, and he has the first down.
And Marcus just takes the dive play and just bowls through for a first down. He's also won the Mr. BHS title tonight.
Marcus Scott. First down for the Drillers at their own 43-yard line. Shirley lines up to the near side. Mack wide right. Cooper slot right. Scott stands behind Dover. Jonathan set up the throw. Here comes the push. Rolling to his right. Will he unload? Will he run it? Takes the midfield 50. Hit hard. Out of bounds in front of the BHS bench. It should be a first down for the Drillers.
And that's Hernandez applying the hit right there, but not before Dover can pick up the first down.
And Anthony can't deliver the body slam, too.
Right here, Dover's waiting. Good coverage downfield. He has to get out of the pocket. Right here, he's scrambling. Still looking to see if he can find somebody who's open, but all his men are covered up. He tucks the ball right there, protects it, and goes to the sideline.
A 1st and 10 situation for BHS. Scott in motion. Dover pitch back, Thomas Stansel. Look at the speed, 45, cuts back 40, 35. Hayward going the distance! Blazing! Thomas Stansel. 3 scores tonight. Electrifying.
And that's what he does. He's the electricity man. When he touches the ball, you can hear it in the crowd, and you can see it. And only takes a couple of moves, and if he breaks up the middle or to the sideline, he can get out of here in a quick hurry.
He is so explosive. What a game he has had. What about his average? Amazing. Bartholomew for the PAT. It's up and it's good.
Well, he's got to be getting closing on that 200-yard mark already. And here it is. He's just going to cut back. And right now, it's just a foot race. He just coasted in for another touchdown for number 3. And that's another play that's a speedster, Roadrunner Online Speedster of the Week. We'll have to pick one if he keeps doing this.
No doubt tonight for Stansel. Didn't BHS make that PAT?
Yeah, they gave him the point now.
35 points, okay. A little slow up there. 35-19 in favor of the Drillers. They have scored the last 3 touchdowns in the game.
Yeah, they have, and Foothill hasn't been able to answer. They've had one chance where there's an interception, but again, they want to compose themselves again and try to put up some points on the board back against the Drillers and get it back to a 9-point game.
The big play running ability of Thomas Stansel. The big difference for BHS tonight as they kick off. Hernandez once again takes into the end zone. And Foothill will have it at their own 20-yard line. Francis has done a great job kicking off for the Drillers. He has booted at least 3 or 4 into the end zone. So no run back for Foothill.
And if they are getting a chance to run back, he's kicking it high and it's deep so that they're not having a chance to really get a big run against it.
That would be Nathan Francis, number 9.
And there's Mackey right there. And Cooper.
Michael Cooper. 1:03 on the clock here in the third. Foothill down 35-19. The BHS. What are the officials doing over there, Brian? Telling some people to back off. The Drillers, the number 1 ranked. Well, the Central section had a tough start tonight. Well, they have come on since midway through the second quarter. I'm sure they had a nice talk at halftime.
Yeah, all the penalties, I don't think the coaching staff was really happy about it, but that's part of the game. You're going to have nights like that.
Angles to Hernandez. To about the 25-yard line, driven back by the BHSD.
You gotta like the fight that Hernandez shows. I mean, right there, it takes a whole team to to tackle him.
Watkins, Hager, Johnson the 4th, Powell,
Carr was
Calvin.
Carr wasn't on that tackle.
Talking about some of the players on defense for BHS. Of course, Virtue, number 6. Engel. To Hernandez again. Touchdown for Foothill here in the third quarter as it gets up to about the 25-yard line. Third quarter coming to a conclusion. BHS 35, Foothill 19.
Looks like Hernandez is cramping up a little bit.
Officials timeout. They probably will have to carry Anthony Hernandez off the field for him to leave the game.
You know, he's not a kid that's looking to come to the sideline at any time in the game.
He loves to play.
Let's go, defense.
Well, Kyle giving him a nice hand. Anthony Hernandez, a 3-year player for Foothill. Guy who's had a great game tonight. Running the ball, catching the ball, playing some D. Engel at QB. Looking left, firing up in the air. To Rodriguez, leaps up. He's got it once again. Came back for the ball. Double coverage. Jesse Rodriguez, number 2, with a stupendous catch.
You know, and I talked about it earlier. Don't forget about Jesse Rodriguez. You know, and right here, this is the ball's up again. He's just giving this guy a chance to make a play. The receiver has the advantage. He stops, he jumps up, and he snatches it and picks up another first down. I mean, he made these kind of plays against Stockdale too, so it's not a fluke night. I mean, this kid knows how to play the game, the position of wide receiver.
They just fall in his direction, let him do the rest.
Well, I think they can't afford to forget about him.
After 3, BHS 35, Foothill 19 on Seaman Aside, Time Warner Cable Channel 31, Digital 106.
You're watching the high school football game of the week on Time Warner Cable.
People everywhere are finding relief with Roadrunner High-Speed Online. Let's find out why.
When I had dial-up, I was knocked off while I was shopping online. It steamed me. Meep, meep. That bad old putty tat was hogging the internet. Dwayne couldn't talk on the phone.
Jumpin' Juniper! You mean you can be on the phone and the internet at once?
Meep, meep.
No more busy signals. Less earthly confusion.
Don't wait to hear more. Call 323-4TWC today to get free installation. Roadrunner High-Speed Online. Let's go.
Come out with a taco pronto!
We enter the fourth quarter from Foothill on the campus of Bakersfield High School. BHS 35, Foothill 19. BHS, the top-ranked team in the Central Section, 6-0 coming in. Foothill 1-5. The Trojans to play their hearts out this evening. Fourth quarter land. Now it's one for the ball carried to about the 45 BHS territory. Joel Mena carried the ball like maybe a couple of times tonight for Foothill.
But he's played strong on the defensive end of the field. And he's another guy. I mean, these guys go both ways, and they're tough players.
Looks like he has fresh legs. Jesse Rodriguez wide left for Foothill. Double covered. Engel. Third, 2 out of the back for 40-yard line. Hit hard. Driven down for 39. Nice tackle by Shirley.
He picks up the first down, so that's
on Justin Parati of Foothill.
Good play by Parati, and Shirley did a good job of coming up and making a tackle, too.
Nice tackle. Jason Oliver, who played at USC. With me, Brian Adams, who played at UCLA.
Yeah. Liv Stansel, who has about 3 plays that we can select for play of the week, speedster of the week. So
first down for Foothill. That's on a BHS 40-yard line. I would select his 82-yard run because it was his longest. He had one from 57 yards. And the other one was close to 50 yards.
And you can play all 3 of them. They look similar at the end. You know, just see him run away from everybody.
Just explodes. Cross pattern. 22, 30, 25, 20-yard line. Short with the tackle, but not before. Miguel Peralta picked up another first down for Foothill.
And again, they're just getting them with the misdirection play, and they're just taking advantage of those open holes on the backside when they come back the other way.
You know, Foothill's passed effectively on BHS, and they have run the ball somewhat. This has been a tough game for the BHS defense. Coming in only allowing 30 points a game. And even though Foothill's had some breaks, they have moved the ball very, very well against the Drillers. They have exposed some weaknesses. Their formations have really bothered the Drillers. Engel. Another nice one by number 32, by Parati. Pounding the tackle from behind.
Yeah, I think that's what you're right about the formation. I think that the multiple formations, the misdirection, and I think the idea that, you know, they're able to pass the ball causes a problem. Anytime a team is passing and running, it's going to be difficult to stop them.
10:15 on the clock. Foothill on the move. Inside of BHS red zone. Angle, sophomore quarterback, will have to call a timeout. You got players flying all over the place.
But you know, but that's okay right there. You got 10 minutes. If you can get a touchdown and get something good happening, you're back in the game. You know, but you don't want to take the 5-yard penalty and be moved back and move out of play. So that was a good play by Engel.
BHS up 35-19 over Foothill. Hope coming for the Growers, but it has been a tough outing. Foothill's not back down one bit.
No, this hasn't been a walk in the park, and, you know, traditionally Coach Premier gets his players ready to play against the Drillers, and it's a game. If you're a driller, you go through practice. The coaches are talking to you all week about it. You have to be ready because these players get pumped up when they play. And a lot of times they play some of their best games of the season against the Drillers.
Let's see what Foothill does. 2nd and 7. 10:06 still playing a ball game. They're down by 16 points to BHS. Play action, second man throw. As Hernandez, nice driving tackle by Shirley, 32.
Yeah.
Shirley's had a great series.
Well,
here.
Shirley's a solid defensive back. And the reason why he sticks out to me as one of the better defensive backs in the area is because not only can he defend the pass, he's also very physical and comes up against the run. And he's pretty much the most probably complete corner that we see playing
quite
in the
physical
area.
on defense.
Yes, he is. I mean, even tonight, he's been in the right place. He's just, what's happened is a receiver who's had the advantage of seeing where the ball is has made some great plays against him.
Weighs 6'1", 190, so has very good size. 5 foot of ball carrier moving right to left to about the 15-yard line for BHS. Into BHS territory. Mena on the carry for Foothill. Joel Mena very quick out of the backfield.
Decision time right here. You're going to kick the field goal. You're going to go for it and try to get the first down.
I would say go for it. As we see Tim Hartnett, the head coach of BHS.
Now 4th and 3. Again, if you can get Rodriguez on the right kind of coverage, or if you can find a run that you can get off and get 3 yards, because you've been able to pop 2 or 3 yards on your runs.
Rodriguez double covered off the left side. Engel fakes the pitch, looking for Rodriguez. Here comes the pressure. Throws it into the end zone. It's wobbling. Is it caught? Or is he out of bounds? Rodriguez out of bounds. Do they count it? He made a great reception on a floater.
He can catch the ball. I mean, he flat out can catch the ball. It's a penalty, first down.
So he was out of bounds on a catch. Was it a pass penalty against BHS? Or was it in the interior line?
It was half the distance. Pass interference.
Okay.
So
double coverage on him.
What they had is when he made his move back out, there was contact, and probably one of the defenders grabbed him and tried to slow him down.
He still caught the ball. Well, he was out of bounds. First down for Foothill. Engel had trouble with the snap as he gives the ball to Justin Parati. Gets to about the 7-yard line. 8:15 to play in the ball game.
And tonight we've been treated to see, really, in my opinion, we haven't done all the games so far. We'll have to see him get some of the games, but so far, 2 of the best receivers in the area with 2 different styles. Mackey's style is more of he can catch the short one or the bomb and really beat you like that with his speed. But Rodriguez more of a traditional receiver, not as fast, has some good speed, but he's really aggressive in going for the ball, and he has the best hands that I've seen so far.
Engel QB looking right for Rodriguez, lost it high into the air. Jesse, I think it's picked off, but a flag is down the end zone. Was it defensive or offensive interference? I believe it's against BHS. Dover holding his head. So I believe it will be called against BHS.
It is. And right here, they're going to try to throw a fade out there and just do what he's been doing. Really can't see from our angle right there.
We saw Hager 51. He was in the
yeah, 40. Chambers was in there. But, that's what happens when you have a receiver who's really been killing you. You start to get that contact on them, and you're trying to bump them off, and you sometimes get with your hand caught in a cookie jar. But good receivers can dictate that kind of play.
Current over on the receiver Rodriguez. The ball given up the middle. Maybe just shy of a touchdown for Foothill.
Well, he didn't score. He's real close. And he's in quarterback sneak zone now.
I will tell you one thing. Foothill has played a heck of a game tonight. They have battled all the way. Great performance by Foothill.
And, and really, like I said, they're still in the game. 7 minutes left. You get a score. You're right back in it.
Second goal from the 1 for Foothill. Engel, quarterback keeper, tries to back his way in, but I don't believe he goes anywhere. BHSB plugging it up. That'll be third goal for Foothill.
He didn't get a chance to get down like he did last time. The defensive players got good pressure, and it just leveraged him up against his line. He could never push in.
BHS trying to make a goal line stand. Powell. Earl Johnson the 4th. Calvin up front for BHS. A lot of beef.
I like a quick snap right here.
Engel throws fullback. I think he's shy again. 32, Parati. 4th down and goal for Foothill.
The defense gained a little yardage. Now you're starting to see a little room between the ball and the goal line.
5:52 to play in a ball game.
Yeah,
4th and goal for Foothill.
Yeah, when you're that close, that's when I like the quick snap. You know, I got 3 chances of quarterback sneak on you. I gotta have faith that I'm gonna get in.
The BHS hanging very tough here. Well, a 6-point lead over Foothill. BHS trying to make it 7-0 this season. Foothill 1-5 coming in. They definitely made a game of it. Southeast Assembly League battle.
I mean, they definitely came out tonight. They're laying on the line. They're playing, you know, probably arguably one of their best games of the year.
Yeah. If you'd like a copy of tonight's game, and yes, you would, or any other local program produced by Time Warner Cable, give us a call at 322-1941, 322-1941. As we do the Foothill cheerleaders doing some acrobatics. There, action on the BHS side.
Yep. There's Danny
A
Driller.
little bit of funk. A little bit of swagger.
Well, this is a big play for the Foothill Trojans right here.
Here we go, out formation. The backfield, 32, scores for Foothill. The ball was snapped to their fullback, 32, Parati, off the left side, and he scores the touchdown for the Trojans.
And Parati just made a great individual effort to just run through a couple guys and score because he was stuffed again short, and he just made a great effort, and he just wanted a touchdown. He got it.
$35-25 in favor of BHS, 10-point lead, 5:47 to play. It looks like Foothill will go for 2 and try to close within 8 points.
Oh, the spirit of Troy. Boy, you hate to hear that song.
Second half to move along much quicker than the first half. We had a lot of passing and penalties in the first 2 quarters. Been a good ball game though. 10-point lead for the Drillers. Foothill allegedly will go for 2 points. Try to close the gap to 8. So they still have a chance in this game, Foothill.
Well, if they can get the extra point, they can get within 8 and try an onside kick and see if they can get the ball back again and then score again.
Angle roll out to his right. Comes the pressure. Falls to the end zone. Overthrows it, but a flag is down.
Another flag.
Kyle Venus, the intended receiver. Matthew Dover on the coverage.
I'll tell you, Ingle's a tough kid because he's getting pounded to throw his ball, but he hangs in there and he throws it. Oh, against the offense that time.
Against Foothill.
Right here is just snapped right to 32, and right there, I mean, he just does a good job of running through 3 players because they had him in the backfield, and he just had a desire for that touchdown.
They hit him at the 2-yard line. He went forward, so he was over the plan of the goal. A 10-point lead for BHS. They have given up 5 less points tonight than they have allowed all year in 6 games.
Well, you know, Foothill obviously studied their film work and come with a game plan. You know, and they also had the game plan of the nothing to lose coming out tonight too, and that usually, not usually, but sometimes is a great weapon for your team.
They've executed that game plan very well. Hernandez, Rodriguez have made some excellent catches tonight. Engel has thrown extremely well under duress. They made some big plays. They have not stopped, though, Thomas Stansel.
No, they haven't. But for that matter,
That's about it.
There's only one team so far that has shut down Thomas Stansel or stopped him from scoring, and that's been Centennial.
Final Middles kicks off for Foothill. Macker receives at the 25-yard line. Go 30-35. Well, it's high stride to about the 38-yard line. BHS in their own territory at the 38. First down for the Drillers, 1st and 10. 5:40 to play.
Without any timeouts, see the Drillers, if you can run the ball now and ground out some first downs or another big run from Stansel, you can give the Trojans back the ball with little no time left on the clock.
(45-25) Drillers. Mackey Shirley wide right. Over from the shotgun to Thomas Stansel. Look at those quick moves. 45, thrown down. Phil trying to strip the ball from him.
But did you see what he did? Once he felt the strip, he automatically clamped on that other arm and secured that ball. And that's what's the most important thing right now is ball security. If you're the Trojans, you have to go for the ball and try to get one more turnover.
BHS from the 45-yard line. 5:06 to play in the ball game. Out to hear the sounds of the Foothill High marching band. 5-0 motion for BHS. Shotgun. Over. The Stansel running left. Cut back. Flag is down as it gets to about the 47-yard line.
March it back.
What a great hairdo. Love the color. Very creative.
Where do you get one of those at?
I don't know.
They want to get you on.
I'm too conservative for that.
You got Garza, we get you some green and gold streaks in there. Or is it just green and white? They just have the gold helmets?
I'll wear some blue and gold for UCLA.
Now we're talking.
All right. Second down 13 for the Drillers. Dover looking left. Lassa lateral pass to Mackey. Looking for a block to the 40. And dragged down the 44-yard line.
If you're Mackey, you want to stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling. Keep that clock rolling. You don't want to go out of bounds.
And Hernandez over there for Foothill. Hernandez, a gamer for the Trojans. Had some cramping problems here in the fourth quarter, but he's still out there. He's stretching after every play.
Yeah, he's just a warrior. We've seen him battle for the last 3 years, and he just comes out every game we've seen him. He puts his heart and soul on the line.
Mack and Cooper to the near side. Cooper in motion. Jonathan Dover to throw. Sets up. Looking for Cooper. He's got it. Out of bounds. Inside the Foothill 30-yard line. Michael Cooper has been running patterns all night. He finally has one thrown to him.
And that's a gutsy call right there. Third, need a first down to throw that play, put the ball in the air that far down the field, but there it is. And Cooper seems to be a little shaken up as he goes off a little gingerly.
And Coop, do I check out those blue shoes? At least blue on the top. It's pretty cool.
That's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go, when you have the blue uniform, blue shoes. When you have white, you wear all white.
Go draw play. Stansel hit a backfield and drop. For one of the few times tonight.
This pass play, what they did is they put Cooper in motion outside of Mackey. And one reason why, because the defensive backs are sitting inside, so you have some room outside. He does a good job of catching the ball and staying in bounds.
Ooh.
Oh, he has a sticker. They got some stickers on the shoes right there.
Watch out. My man. Calvin. BHS at the Trojan 30-yard line, 3-5-5 to play in a ball game. Glover looking to let the pass complete to Mackey. 30, 25. Slips a tackle, drives forward to about the 20-yard line. Blake Mackey, tackled by Carlone Foothill.
Now, what I like about that play that Mackey did is the clock is your friend. He stayed in bounds. He caught the ball. He's trying to bust it if he can. If he can't, you want to stay in bounds. You don't want to go out of bounds.
Keep that clock rolling. Keep that clock moving.
You know, and now's a situation where the drillers, you take all the time off the clock and you want to have your quarterback, he wants to snap that ball with 2 or 3 seconds on the clock every time now. There's no timeouts to stop it.
Case Salcedo in for Adriano Vasquez for Foothill. The ball on the left hash mark. Mackey wide right for BHS. Varvel in the slot right. Charlotte outside. Pitch back. Stansel. Goes 20 blocks in front of him. 15. Cuts back 10. Flag is down. Touchdown BHS. But will it count?
He won't have number 4. That's coming back, and Mackey's a little upset about it. But I'll tell you, with Mr. Patton out there on that officiating crew, this is not the crew you want to go and argue with the officials on.
I guess Blake thought he had a nice block.
But you know, I mean, he's showing some fire tonight that we didn't see in the Centennial game that I really like, and that I talked to Coach Oliver about, you know, for him to get a little fired up. And we're seeing tonight he's been very aggressive.
Yes, he has.
And I think that's what they're going to need if they're going to have a chance to go deep into the title run.
Cooper Mackey, Varvel wide left for BHS. Bounce on the back to behind Jonathan Dover. Short line up wide right, 2-5 final play in a game.
Another flag
coming
back.
Throws it incomplete to the far
2
side of
flags coming
Varvel.
back.
Probably a hold against BHS.
Well, there'll be a hold, but there's also a motion on the outside receiver. And then there's probably also a hold in there, so that's coming back. And you're
we are in driller country.
Yes,
driller
you are.
country. So the Rowan High School Online Speedster of the Week. Quick touchdown tonight so far for BHS. His longest, an 82-yard run. Waits like that out of the play of the game. As Brian Adams will be talking to him after the ball game. Presenting him with a t-shirt and a plaque. Eric Barthelma setting up for a long field goal attempt for BHS. This will be a 41-yarder. 2:49 on the clock. BHS 35, Foothill 25. The drill is trying to improve their record to 7-0. Way off the flag. And Foothill will fall to 1-6. This is a key game in the Southeast Assembly League. Matthew Dover to hold. A 41-yard attempt by Eric. The ball set down. The kick. It's definitely far enough. It's good. He boomed it. He ate his Wheaties this morning. Or was it Cheerios? He had lead in that foot. The BHS have 38 points, Foothill 25. High scoring game of the Southeast Assembly League. Tim Harnett's Drillers now 7-0. Lead Pimenter's Trojans now 1-6. But Foothill still has a chance at a playoff spot in the Southeast Assembly League as they play Highland, Ridgeview, and East High. BHS led by 28-19 at the half. In fact, they were down 1 point, 19-14. It has been a good second half. As the tempo has been much quicker than the first two quarters. But the Drillers have had to make the plays. And they have done so when they have needed it. 50-point lead for BHS. Ball kicked off Anthony Hernandez. 15-20-yard line. Actually dropped at the 16. Anthony not running as well as he did earlier in the ball game. Due to the fact that he has some leg problems there in the second half. Chambers on the tackle for BHS. 2:36 on the clock. Foothill with the ball in their own territory at the 16-yard line. Daniel, the quarterback for Foothill, has done a marvelous job this evening as Jesse Rodriguez comes into the play. Rodriguez wide left, Foothill. Daniel looking at direction. Fires it incomplete. Rifle pass to Rodriguez. Only about 7-yard incomplete. Second and 10 for Foothill. Two for 1 on the clock for the Trojans. Valdivinas brings in a play for the Trojans. Foothill had a 5-point lead in the first half, now down by 13 to BHS. Engel looking to his right, sets up, fires it. It is incomplete. Knocked away at the last moment by number 21 for BHS. Marquez Valentine, or Valentine. Good play. Looking back for the ball. Nice defensive coverage by 2-1 for the Drillers. We will have Highland and Ridgeview next week. The Trojans 3rd and 10. Engel looking right. Sets up. Here comes the pressure. Fires it. Complete. 40-yard line to the 40. It's a race down the sidelines to the 10 out of bounds. A beautiful pass, catch, and run by Miguel Peralta. Number 22 of Foothill. He has had a marvelous game. Engel has been lining up the yards for Foothill tonight, the sophomore. As it goes back to throw. It's a beautiful spiral, lofts it up in the air, gives his players a chance to make a play. Hot pursuit for the Drillers. Number 84, Dustin Cooper. They finally dragged him down. Timeout BHS. One thing that has been showcased tonight is the fact you can throw on BHS. BHS has been vulnerable to the pass tonight. And Engel's the best quarterback they have faced all season long. And this guy's only a sophomore. And some of the Foothill receivers have caught the ball and they've been double covered. Rodriguez made some marvelous catches. Hernandez has been great. They've had good outings from Peralta. Even when the Drillers have put pressure on the quarterback, he has still unloaded some excellent passes. 1-1 coverage, double coverage. They have caught the ball. They have moved the ball on the Drillers. And this, I think, has been an eye-opening game for the BHS defense, which has been so dominant coming in. They had only allowed 30 points in all their games coming in, 25 tonight, and Foothill's points have not been by the fluke variety. Engel looking left. Here comes the pressure, rolling out of the pocket. Better unload it, throws into the end zone. It is picked off by Shirley, I believe, to the 10-yard line. 20-yard line, getting a block down the sideline, thrown out of bounds. Josh Shirley, 32. Intercepted a floater in the end zone. And that may do it. A last gasp effort by Foothill. But a great effort by the Trojans tonight against VHS at their homecoming at Bakersfield. And Josh Shirley has made some physical tackles this evening. Comes up with a pick. The quarterback for the Drillers, Provence Francis. Number 1. 157 playing a ball game. It's given to number 41. Patrick Sanchez of BHS. He's across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. .145 on the clock. BHS 35, Foothill surprisingly 25. And of course, they were knocking on the door very deep in this ball game. Foothill's played it for 4 quarters against the Drillers. Wide right for BHS. Number 16, Josh Thompson. As they have some new players in the game. Provence on the keeper across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Clock is stopped at 105. First down for the Drillers. 25 comes to the game. Aaron Johnson for BHS. Farvell in the backfield. Plays 360 on D. Across the midfield to about the 47-yard line. 35 seconds left in the game. It will be a victory for BHS. Probably not like they thought it would be. 38-25 over Foothill. Kind of somewhat of a more victory for Foothill. As they fall 1-6, BHS now 7-0. Montes the quarterback for BHS. Quarterback keeper, and he almost thrown out in the backfield, hit 2-3 times, goes to the sideline, and falls down. At the 48-yard line of Foothill territory. The final score from Griffith Field, BHS 38, Foothill 25. You've been watching the Prep Football Game of the Week on CNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
You're watching the High School Football Game of the Week on Time Warner Cable.
We have a big family, and it's hard getting together sometimes. Now that Get runs on Sundays, we can meet for lunch and do some shopping.
Make life a little easier and ride Get any day of the week.
I love my job, but getting here and home used to be difficult. Now that Get runs later at night and on weekends, my life is a lot easier.
Make life a little easier and ride Get evenings and weekends.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
Over the years, Time Warner's been delivering you a new perspective on the world, a chance to explore your passions, a way to keep you in touch with your local community, not to mention endless entertainment. With our commitment to quality local service, on-time guarantees, and the best programming available, why would you look to anyone else? Time Warner Cable.
Imagine what's next.
Sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
Once again, we're here with the Roadrunner High Speed Online Speedster of the Week, and this week it's going to be Thomas Stansel from BHS. He had a play to the left, an off-tackle play. He bounced it, hit the sideline, and used that great speed and lit up the scoreboard tonight. One of 3 touchdowns. And Thomas, tonight we're going to present to you a high school Roadrunner Online High Speed Online football plaque and also a T-shirt for your efforts tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.